There's not a single thing a man can do that a woman can't do as well or better. Not a single thing.
Not a single thing? Anything? Really? The basic idea that a woman works an hour, a man works an hour, exact same job, exact same credentials, and so the woman gets paid less is just silly. It actually is not true. It's been widely debunked. Christina Hoff Sommers has done that work many, many times before. Yes, it was a scrimmage, but also, like, you lost to a bunch of 14-year-old boys. No, it's not. No, actually, you're not doing the same work as the men.
Have you imagined living in a world where facts are replaced by feelings and myths reign supreme? Well, Ben Shapiro has once again destroyed woke Megan Rapinoe over the most overhyped myth perpetuated by woke culture, the so-called gender pay gap. Today, we're looking at the very moment when Ben Shapiro weighed in, offering a harsh critique of Rapinoe's statements.
Now, the pay gap is one of the most overwrought, ridiculous things in American public life. The notion that women are being paid less for the same exact work is not backed by statistical evidence. The reality is that the pay gap is almost entirely a creation of differentials in work hours, in jobs chosen. It is a differential in time taken off from the workforce. Women tend to take more time out of the workforce because they want to be home with the kids in many cases. The basic idea that a woman works an hour, a man works an hour, exact same job, exact same credentials, and so the woman gets paid less is just silly. It actually is not true. It's been widely debunked. Christina Hoff Sommers has done that work many, many times before.
His argument dismantled the widely publicized claims of the gender pay gap in soccer, shedding light on deeper issues of economics, performance, and audience engagement. This incident underscores the broader cultural clash between progressive ideologies and traditional perspectives.
In fact, in America's largest cities, it's been true for years that people who are fresh out of college without having taken time out of the workforce, women in the same industries tend to be paid as highly or more than men. That's according to Time magazine. That goes back a full decade.
Rapinoe and others argue that women in sports, particularly in soccer, are undervalued and underpaid compared to their male counterparts. Shapiro refuted this by emphasizing the economic reality of professional sports, revenue generation.
Doesn't matter. We're still going to keep promoting the quote-unquote equity-based idea that if women on average are paid less than men, for all of those extraneous factors, for all of those confounds, well, that's still not good enough. We have to equalize pay between men and women and pretend that women are not getting paid enough for the same exact work as a man.
Men's soccer, particularly the FIFA World Cup, generates exponentially higher revenue than the women's tournament. The disparity in audience size, sponsorship deals, and global appeal translates directly into a significant difference in pay. Rapinoe's claims that she performs the same job as male soccer players were called into question, with Shapiro arguing that the market, not bias, determines pay scales in competitive sports.
So Biden's administration earlier this week trotted out Megan Rapinoe, who's the least victimized victim in American public life. Megan Rapinoe is an extraordinarily famous gay woman who has not, so far as I'm aware, been victimized in any of her media coverage. She grew up extremely privileged. She did not grow up impoverished. She has faced, from what I can see, very little in the way of actual life obstacles to success. She is now treated as a paragon of feminist virtue, even though the claims that she makes are overtly false.
Shapiro highlighted an often overlooked incident: the U.S. women's national team losing a scrimmage match against a team of under 15 boys. This event, although informal, highlighted a clear difference in physicality and performance levels between men's and women's soccer. Although women's soccer demonstrates impressive talent and achievements, Shapiro pointed out that comparing it directly to men's soccer oversimplifies a complex issue.
There was Megan Rapinoe complaining she's not paid the same as the men. Yeah, you're not paid the same as the men, lady, because you're in women's soccer, which makes money once every 4 years, whereas men's soccer makes money pretty much all the time.
The argument was further extended to Rapinoe's contract. Shapiro criticized her decision to sign a contract she later deemed unfair. In his view, this undermined her claims of systemic discrimination. He argued that choices, both individual and collective, within the women's soccer framework played a role in shaping current pay structures.
And the Men's World Cup is a multiple, like a large multiple bigger than the Women's World Cup. And you guys signed a contract. So if you don't like your contract, you could have not signed that contract. But here's Megan Rapinoe complaining that she does the same work as a man and doesn't get paid the same as a man.
4 World Cup championships and 4 Olympic gold medals for the United States. And despite those wins, I've been devalued, I've been disrespected, and dismissed because I am a woman.
But Shapiro didn't stop at Rapinoe's individual decisions. He expanded his critique to the broader political stage, scrutinizing the Biden administration for amplifying her narrative. He criticized the use of Rapinoe as a symbol of feminist triumph while ignoring the nuanced realities of the issue. According to Shapiro, the administration's approach reduces a multifaceted problem to a simple, misleading talking point.
There's not a single thing a man can do that a woman can't do as well or better. Not a single thing.
Not a single thing? Anything? Really? There are things that women can do better than men. There are things men can do better than women. But frankly, I'm shocked that he still thinks the distinction exists. He can't even define what a woman is. It turns out that many men are better at being women than women, according to Joe Biden.
He suggested that framing gender pay disparities as purely discriminatory ignores critical factors, such as work hours, career interruptions, and job preferences. These elements, he argued, significantly influence wage differences across all professions, not just sports.
This is like saying that a woman lifting weights, like her job is to lift weights, she's doing exactly the same job as a man when she wins a gold medal in a weightlifting competition. Well, not really, considering the man is probably lifting twice as much weight as the woman. I mean, not to put too fine a point on this, but in a scrimmage, the women's World Cup soccer team, the gold medal winning women's World Cup soccer team, lost to the under 15 football club from Dallas. Boys football club from Dallas, the under 15s.
This argument delves into deeper philosophical territory, the balance between recognizing inherent differences and striving for fairness. Shapiro's stance challenges the progressive ideal that disparities in outcomes are inherently unjust. Instead, he advocates for an evidence-based understanding of individual and group differences.
They don't, you know how I know? Because Megan Rapinoe, anytime you want, you can go play on the men's team. You can try. You can try. After all, gender is it's a social construct. We have been informed by the left that gender does not exist. It's completely a social construct. So since gender is a social construct, anytime Megan Rapinoe wants, she can go try and play with the men. That is not going to go great for Megan Rapinoe. She is not doing the same work that a man is doing.
This philosophical debate naturally ties into the economic realities of professional sports. Shapiro's strongest point revolved around these economic principles, where he argued that pay scales reflect market dynamics, not gender bias. Men's soccer teams attract larger audiences, secure higher value sponsorships, and generate more revenue, leading to higher pay for players.
Did you know white men make the whole dollar? Asian women make 87 cents. White women make 79 cents. Black women make 63 cents. American Indian, Alaska Native women make 60 cents. Hispanic or Latino women make 55 cents. Okay, so I have some questions. I have some major questions. First of all, you're taking into account no confounds, right? Number of hours in the workforce, amount of time taken out of the workforce, what kind of job you have. And none of that is taken into account. Second, you notice that it starts with white men make the whole dollar. How about Asian men? How do they do in the United States? How about like Nigerian-born American immigrants?
Megan Rapinoe's rise as a cultural icon embodies the intersection of sports, politics, and activism. Her outspoken criticism of pay inequality and her advocacy for LGBTQ+ rights have made her a polarizing figure. While her supporters see her as a trailblazer for equality, critics like Shapiro view her as a symbol of entitlement and misplaced victimhood.
So why are white men at the top? Oh, because white men are always evil. That's why. When you just put white men at the top, that means everything that follows is going to be how crappy America is. Also, are we to believe? I mean, according to the left, this violates the intersectional hierarchy. The only reason for this would be discrimination, of course, right? Intersectional concerns.
Shapiro's critique of Rapinoe extends beyond her claims about pay. He questioned her portrayal as a victim, pointing to her privileged background and successful career. This narrative, he argued, detracts from the real challenges faced by marginalized individuals.
Your membership in various identity groups, that decides just how bad America is to you. So, according to this chart, the one that the White House just put out, in order of people who are discriminated against, it goes like least discriminated against, Asian American women. than white women. Apparently, white women are more discriminated against than Asian American women. Kind of incredible. Wouldn't have predicted that.
The debate surrounding Rapinoe and Shapiro's response reflects a larger cultural clash. On one side are progressive activists pushing for systemic change and gender equity. On the other are conservatives who prioritize market principles and individual accountability.
Also, it turns out that black women are less discriminated against than Hispanic or Latino women, because black women make 63 cents, while Hispanic or Latino women make 55 cents. So apparently America is super duper racist against Hispanic and Latino women.
This divide extends beyond sports, touching on issues like workplace diversity, educational opportunities, and representation in media. Shapiro's critique serves as a reminder of the complexities involved in addressing these challenges.
But only like a little bit less racist against black women. Okay, all of this is just crap. It's just crap. It does not bear statistical relation to reality. Men have different jobs than women. Men tend to go into STEM fields. Women tend not to go into STEM fields. That is not due to systemic discrimination. All of the big tech companies have been trying to recruit women into these fields for a very long time. Lawrence Summers, the former Treasury Secretary under Bill Clinton, got himself in hot water by pointing out that women have different preferences in job selection than men do. This happens to be accurate.
Shapiro did not spare the Biden administration in his analysis. He criticized their use of simplified narratives to push political agendas, arguing that this approach undermines public trust. The White House's promotion of Equal Pay Day, accompanied by misleading statistics, was a focal point of his critique.
This is all absurd. Okay, it's just absurd. And her proclaiming, she's speaking from the podium of the damned White House. She's been on every major television show complaining about her fate. She signed voluntarily a contract as to her pay, and the Women's World Cup, again, is a fraction the size of the Men's World Cup. It's amazing. But don't worry, Joe Biden assures us that there's not a single thing a man can do a woman can't do better. Not a single thing. Men can't pee their name in the snow better. Men can't open pickle jars better. Men can't pick up heavy weights better. Men can't throw a baseball harder on average.
Shapiro argued that such initiatives focus more on appearances than meaningful solutions, neglecting to tackle the underlying causes of disparities. This, he claimed, perpetuates a cycle of misinformation and division.
Really? There are things that women can do better than men. There are things men can do better than women. But frankly, I'm shocked that he still thinks the distinction exists. He can't even define what a woman is. It turns out that many men are better at being women than women.
The debate raises important questions about the future of women's sports. How can leagues and organizations bridge the revenue gap while maintaining financial sustainability? What role should public policy play in addressing disparities? Shapiro's critique underscores the need for a nuanced approach. Solutions must consider economic realities, societal attitudes, and the unique challenges faced by female athletes.
Again, women tend to enter the STEM fields less often than men. And actually, when you look at countries that have supposedly more gender equality, what you see is that women enter STEM fields there even less often than in countries where there is more gender inequality. Why? Because if a woman has to get a high-earning job in order to support her family, it turns out that she will pick a STEM field because that's where the money is. But if you're in the Netherlands, where women don't have to get a STEM job in order to have a decent way of life, well, then they won't become doctors as often as they will go into other forms of job and occupation.
And there you have it. The very moment Ben Shapiro perfectly captures the ongoing clash between progressive and conservative views on gender equality in sports and beyond. These discussions highlight the importance of challenging flawed narratives while addressing the need for fairness and opportunity for everyone. What's your take? Is this a pivotal moment in the fight for equality, or just another chapter in the cultural divide pushed by the woke agenda? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more engaging content tackling today's hottest debates.